Well, a good evening to all pro wrestling fans from all around the world of all shapes and sizes. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ, Jason Ingram. So, two reviews for this episode. Going to start off with my review of TJPW Summer Sun Princess 25. And then I'm going to finish off with my review of STARDOM Sapporo Rendezvous 2025. So we had two big joshi pro wrestling shows that took over just yesterday, to be specific. And yeah, wanted to get on here and review them both. Before I get into the reviews, two things I wanted to mention. A shout out to Kohaku. Kohaku, the winner of the Catch the Wave 2025 tournament. She won the finals three-way match against Haruka Umesaki and Rana Yagami to win this year's tournament. Therefore, she will be next in line to get a shot at the Regina de Wave Championship. So, Rana Yagami came up a little short, but hey, kudos to her and Haruka Umesaki, who made it to the finals. You know, remember last year, Rana came up second place of the young block, and this year she ended up making to the grand finals of the tournament. So, big improvement. Great effort, but came up a little short. And this was actually Kohaku's first Catch the Wave victory. So shout out to her. You know, she's been part of the Pro Wrestling Wave promotion for a while, for at least a good number of years. And yeah, she finally wins this tournament. So shout out to her. I got a chance to meet her when I was in Japan, by the way. So really happy for her. Big fan of Kohaku. But congratulations to her, your Catch the Wave 2025 winner. Also, second thing I wanted to mention, so apparently Risa Sera has announced that she's going to be starting a new promotion. Yeah. So apparently this is to launch in Saratown, but apparently the promotion is called Wrestle Bingo, with bingo in big capital letters. But yeah, Risa Sera is going to be starting a new promotion called Wrestle Bingo. And she quoted it. So she said, and I quote, "Wrestle Bingo is launching in Saratown. A new venue has been built in Saratown, and we're launching a new promotion. This is like a joint promotion between Diana and us, Prominence. We hope you'll support the talents raised in Saratown as they set out across Japan, nationwide, and eventually the world." Ooh, okay. I will go into more detail at the press conference later, so please look forward to hearing more details then. Oh, so there's even going to be a press conference later on about Wrestle Bingo. But interesting. So a joint promotion between Women's World Wrestling, or Women's Pro Wrestling Diana, and Prominence. Interesting. Very interesting. And you know, they're going to start off in Japan, then go nationwide, and then eventually the world. And you know, it got me thinking. This pretty much, I think it's safe to say this pretty much assures that Risa Sera will still be quite busy in the pro wrestling business, potentially running this promotion full time once she retires in January. So this could be her thing going forward. And, you know, with this being, I guess you could pretty much say a partnership between Deanna and Prominence, which is kind of an interesting sort of thing. But it's gonna feature talent from Deanna and Prominence. So, hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I think it's cool. So kudos to Risa Serra on this announcement and just starting this promotion. Wrestle Bingo. But yeah, she didn't say a specific date on when the press conference is, but I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for it because I would love to hear more about it. You know, I've been to a Prominent show when I was in Japan. I haven't been to a Deanna show, but that is on the to-do list, hopefully for next year. But yeah, I find this very interesting. So, something to keep an eye out on. But yeah, looking forward to hearing more details. I'll keep an eye out for that press conference, and yeah, looking forward to hearing more details. Good for her. Good for her. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, let's get to the reviews. We're going to start off with TJPW Summer Sun Princess, which took place early Monday morning, July 21st. This was at the Ota City General Gymnasium, a venue that I've attended before for Marigold First Dream earlier this year. But yeah. And also, shout out to Mr. Haku and Balian Aki, who were on commentary. Also, Saki Akai, the retired Saki Akai, was on special guest commentary as well. So I thought that was really cool. But anyway, let me get my graphics up and let's get into the review. This was a solid show. Very solid show. So let's go ahead and get started with our first match. Let's do it. Alrighty, first up, we had a tag match. We had the team of Himawari and Ren Konatsu taking on the Up girls of Shino Suzuki and Takami. I have to say, this was actually a pretty decent match to open up the show. Lasted a little over 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 6 seconds. I felt like it was a pretty even matchup. Glad I got to see more of Ren Konatsu. She's one of the newest TJPW rookies, and I've really liked what I've seen from her so far. And you know what? Takami really put up a great fight in this match. And, you know, just more and more has been showing a little bit more aggression along the way. And I really like that cute little koala clutch submission that she's doing. But, which, I mean, she gave Himawari a run for her money, for sure. And like I said, this was a good back and forth match, and really, I felt like it was pretty even. But Himawari would pick up the victory for her team in a very impressive fashion. She pinned Takami after hitting her with a cross-armed jackhammer. I've never seen anything like that before, but she hit that on Takami. Pinned her for the 3 count. Himawari and Ren Konatsu, your winners. And like I said, a great opening match. And even though Takami lost, her and Shino lost, they put up a really good fight, especially Takami. And I'm hoping, sooner or later, she will finally get her first singles win. Okay. Let's continue on with our next match. And this next match was very entertaining. Alrighty. Continuing on with more tag team action. We had the team of Andreza Giant Panda and Raku taking on the team of Palm Harajuku and Kyoko Inoue. Was originally supposed to be Palm Paler with Maxi Impaler, but Maxi Impaler wasn't able to make it to the show due to poor health. So, replaced by Kyoko Inoue. This was a very wild and entertaining match. Was just a little under 10 minutes, but I really liked the sequences, especially involving Andreza the Giant Panda and Palm Harajuku and Kyoko Inoue. We even got to see Raku attempt to put Kyoko Inoue to sleep doing her lullaby, so I thought that was pretty funny. But overall, this was a very entertaining match, and seeing Andreza the Giant Panda even get in some offense, get in some lariats, and very interesting exchanges as far as a team between Kyoko Inoue and Palm Harajuku. Pretty funny. And I loved how they had the matching face paint, kind of like how Kyoko Inoue has the pink and yellow face paint. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then even Raku and Andreza the Giant Panda even did the Oyasumi Express, which, I mean, it was kind of botched because, I mean, it's a big, giant, inflatable panda. It's kind of hard to do that. So, but, I mean, it was funny. So, I get what they were going for sure. But, very funny, very entertaining match. Andreza the Giant Panda ended up picking up the victory. Did a little headbutt onto Palm Harajuku, and then literally did like a jumping splash on Palm. Like, I was just like, oh shoot, that was crazy. And then pinned her for the 3 count. But yeah, Andreza the Giant Panda and Raku are your winners. But like I said, that was a very, very entertaining match. Alrighty. Let's go to our next match. And this was a very loaded match. Check this one out. Alrighty, we had 8-woman tag team action. So we had the team of Yuna Manase, Mahiro Kiryu, Kaya Toribami, and Chika Nanase taking on the team of Wakana Uehara, Toga, Kira Summer, and Mifu Ashida. And also, shout-outs to Chika Nanase and Kaya Toribami. They had on new gear, and Chika Nanase had more of a blonde, light-color hair. So, I really like Kaya Toribami's new gear. I like her new gear. Overall, solid match between both of these teams. I felt like everybody got showcased pretty well. Match went 11 minutes, 27 seconds, so not too bad. Not too bad. Got to see a little bit of high flying from Kaya Toribami, so I thought that was pretty cool. We got to see an apology from Mahiro Kiryu. Thought that was pretty cool, which, I mean, it's always funny when she does that. I really like Toga. Toga looked really cool as well. And of course, I really like Wakana and Mifu Ashida doing like the cheerleader style type of dance entrance, which I would love to see them team up more as well. I think you really could have something with Wakana, Mifu Ashida, and Kamiyu. I think that's a great trio right there in itself. So hopefully we'll see more of that in the future. But solid match overall. I definitely like the back and forth between Chika Nanase and Wakana Uehara near the end. But Wakana was able to submit Chika Nanase with the banana pillow to pick up the victory for her team. So, Toga, Wakana Uehara, Mifu Ashida, Kira Summer are your winners. But this was a great 8-woman tag match. Both teams looked awesome. Alrighty. Alright, let's go to our next match. It gets even more interesting. Check it out. Alright, we go from an 8-woman tag match to a 3-way tag match. So your 3 teams. Team number 1, starting from the left, you had the team of the Casual Beauty, Yuki, Kamifuku, and VENY, versus the team of the Burning Venus, Yuki, Aino, and Haru Kazashiro, versus the team of Aris Endo and the Spark, Jada Stone. Another solid match. And, you know, some interesting pairings, especially with Aris Endo and Jada Stone and Yuki Aino, Haru Kazashiro. But you know what? They really made it work. They really made it work. Match lasted a little over 12 minutes, so plenty of action. Definitely plenty of action from all 3 teams. Jada Stone looked amazing, and I really just love the work that Jada Stone has been doing. I met her originally via DPW, and she has been getting all sorts of great opportunities. And you know, she got signed to TNA Wrestling, and you know, only 21 years old, still very young, but got signed to TNA Wrestling. I remember last year she got the team with Mayu Iwatani at the Spark Joshi show in New Jersey, and just getting a chance to go to Japan to compete in TJPW. Just really, really happy for her. And she even got to do bonus commentary for one of the matches at this event. So really, really happy for Jada Stone getting these opportunities, getting a chance to travel, and honestly, I hope she continues to get more opportunities. So very happy for her. This match was solid. This was a solid match. Loved all 3 teams. The combo of VENY and Kiryu, really solid combo, which they've teamed up before. I have to say, Yuki Aino looked the best. Her and Jada Stone were like the best in this match. Overall, I felt like they were the strongest of their teams, and you know, VENY, Kiryu, I mean, I like them both. And I have to say, this match had a good amount of action from start to finish, and I was a little surprised at the finish. Did not call this one, but hey, I'm happy it worked out, as Yuki Aino pinned Aris Endo after hitting the UBV, the Ultimate Burning Venus, and then pinned her for the 3 count. And the team of Yuki Aino, Haru Kazashiro are your winners. Not originally the team I picked. So, hey, that was quite a surprise. But yeah, great, solid match there. Alrighty. Now, let's go to our next match. Alrighty, we had a very special tag match, as we had the team of Maki Ito and El Desperado taking on the team of Emi Sakura and Chris Brooks. First off, I want to say El Desperado had the moment of the entire show, coming out to Maki Ito's song and dancing and moving along with Maki Ito during their entrance. I mean, he had a microphone as well. I don't know if he was really singing or lip singing, but dude was doing the dance moves with Maki Ito. I was just like, okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. So shout out to El Desperado getting down with the cutest in the world. I thought that was really cool. He had the best entrance the entire show. But this was a solid match. Definitely a solid match. Lasted a little over 12 and a half minutes. I know I was really feeling for Emi Sakura early on as she took a kick. She took a kick to the nose and she got a bloody nose. I think she got it pretty much cleaned up to the side off camera, but there was a moment where she was like when she was doing the corner attack, the we will rock you corner attack, blood all over her face. It was crazy, like from her nose and mouth. So yeah, that was oof. But yeah, I think it was from the kick that she took earlier on. But thankfully she was okay and she continued on the match and they still had a great match. Um, and even a couple of comedy moments in the match as well. Even Despy was crying. I thought that was pretty funny. Despy and Maki Ito both doing the Kokeshi as well. So I thought that was really cool. Chris Brooks and Emi Sakura doing the tea time together. So it was just an overall great match. But Emi Sakura was able to put away Maki Ito for the 3 count after hitting the Queen's Gambit. So Chris Brooks, Emi Sakura, your winners. And yeah, good overall solid match. And yeah, I had no complaints. Had no complaints at all. Alrighty, let's keep it going for our next match. So we went from a special tag match to a special singles match. As we had the Pink Striker, Miyu Yamashita, go one-on-one with Space Jesus, Billy Starks. Now, it's been a few years since Billy Starks has wrestled in Japan, so really happy for her getting this opportunity. And let me tell you, her and Miyu went at it for almost 16 minutes. It was 15 minutes 45 seconds, but oh my goodness, solid match between both these ladies. Went back and forth inside the ring, outside the ring, and I mean they both even had some aggressive, intense moments. But yeah, it really could have gone either way, and Billy Starks looked really strong in this match for sure, taking on a strong opponent, pretty much the ace of TJPW and Miyu Yamashita. But Miyu Yamashita would not be denied as she was able to catch Billy Starks with a Crash Rabbit Heed and then pinned her for the 3 count. So Miyu Yamashita, your winner, but it was not an easy victory for her. She had to really work for it. So shout out to Billy Starks. And I hope she gets more opportunities to come back to Japan and even, other promotions besides TJPW. But happy for her getting the opportunity. I've met her before 2 WrestleCades ago. So she's really cool. She's really cool. Alrighty. Now it's time to get into our championship matches. Oh yeah. Let's get started with this first one. Here we go. We had the International Princess Championship on the line. As the champion, Suzume makes her 6th defense against challenger, my girl, Moka Miyamoto. Oh, yes. Yes. Match went just barely under 13 minutes, so 12 minutes, 55 seconds. And these ladies did good. Could it have been a better match? Sure. I felt like the timing on one or two sequences was a little off, but both these ladies still put up a great match. And, you know, these two go way back. I mean, they pretty much started at TJPW around the same time. So they go back. They go way back. And it was back and forth. I mean, they traded submissions. I really love the little run the rope flying face buster that Suzume did. I thought that was really cool. The anti-air gut punch from Moka Miyamoto I thought was really cool. But man, that ending sequence. Suzume went for a springboard ring the bell. Moka ducked under her, caught her with the leg lariat, and then picked her up and hit her with the Kodokan, that twisting brain buster. 1, 2, 3, and she did it. And I totally called it. Check the archives. I said that Moka Miyamoto would become champion before the end of this year. I knew it. I freaking knew it. My girl. Moka Miyamoto wins her first championship of her pro wrestling career, becoming the new International Princess Champion. Congratulations to Moka Miyamoto. I was so happy for her. I definitely marked out. And you know what? Shout out to Suzume. She had a good run. 5 successful defenses, lost on the 6th defense. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, she held the title ever since the beginning of this year when she won it at the first TJPW show. I was at that show. So, and I still haven't met Moka Miyamoto. So I'm really hoping to get a chance to meet Moka Miyamoto. But I'm so happy for her. Really happy for her. Moka has been working hard, been improving more and more year after year. And I figured it was a matter of time. And I said before the end of this year, and it happened. So I am so happy. I'm so happy for Moka, and I just really hope she has a good run. I hope she has a good run with this title. So congratulations once again to Moka Miyamoto on becoming the new International Princess Champion. All right, let's continue on to our next championship match. Alrighty, we had the Princess Tag Team Championships on the line. As the champs, Kyoraku Kyome, that's Shoko Nakajima, the big kaiju, and Hyper Misao, defending against Daydream, that's the White Dragon Rika Tatsumi, and Miyu Watanabe from the Up Up Girls. This was match of the show. This was definitely match of the whole show. And honestly, this really could have been the main event. I kid you not. This could have been the main event. Match went 25 minutes, 32 seconds. The action was phenomenal. We even got to see Hyper Misao's Hypermobile bicycle in action. But man, both of these teams looked solid. I mean, just back and forth. The action was in the ring, outside the ring. Like, this was the best match of the whole show. Easily best match of the whole show. And, whew, it really could have gone either way, and Kyoraku Kyome were really pushed to their limits and vice versa. But Shoko Nakajima would hit a ginormous diving senton from the top turnbuckle onto Miyu Watanabe and pinning her for the 1, 2, 3. And what a big statement victory for Kyoraku Kyome. So that's now 2 big name tag teams that they've defeated. Because remember, they dethroned 1-2 million to win the tag titles. And here they are, defeating Daydream in a title defense. That's huge. Kyoraku Kyome, stock is rising. Stock is rising, and they're showing that they can be one of the best tag teams in TJPW. But they retain the Princess Tag titles. Congratulations to Shoko Nakajima, Hyper Misao. Excellent match. They had the match of the night, hands down. And then the main event of Summer Sun Princess 25 came down to the top prize, the Princess of Princess Championship. As the champion, the Popping Sugar Rabbit, Mizuki, defended against Yuki Arai. Great main event between both ladies. Main event lasted 21 minutes 35 seconds, so good amount of time for both ladies. They look great. Definitely went back and forth. Yuki Arai put up an excellent fight. I don't think this was the first. This might have been the first time she's challenged for this title. I think it is. I could be wrong. But put up an excellent fight for sure. And this was an opportunity for her to make history. Unfortunately, she would come up short, as Mizuki was eventually able to put her away with a cutie special for the 1-2-3. The Popping Sugar Rabbit, still your Princess of Princess champion. And good sportsmanship showed at the end as well. And I have to say, I think this was better than Grand Princess. Grand Princess was great. Was awesome. But I think Summer Sun Princess 25 was better. I think it topped that. But yeah. And that's the last big stop before the Tokyo Princess Cup begins, which that's coming up very soon. So definitely get geared up for that, because that's really going to determine who's going to be the next future #1 contender to the Princess of Princess Championship, who's going to get that shot at Wrestle Princess 6 in September. So, got a lot to look forward to, but Summer Sun Princess 25, excellent show. Hands down, an excellent show. Good stuff. Okay, now let's switch gears to Stardom Sapporo Rendezvous 2025. Stardom Sapporo Rendezvous 2025 took place at the Charadas Gato Kingdom, Sapporo, in Sapporo, Hokkaido, Japan. This was also on July 21st. And let me get my graphics out, and we will get started with this review. Here we go. All right. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. First match. Had a singles match between Rion of Empress Nexus Venus and Emma Maishima, currently unaffiliated. Decent match. It was pretty much the pre-show match. Was a little over 8 minutes long. Nothing too crazy special for the most part. But these two definitely went at it for a good bit. But Rion would end up getting the victory, getting that reverse backslide into kind of a sunset pin, that sunset flip pin that she likes to do. But yeah, she pinned Emma Maishima with that for the 3 count. Rion, your winner. Not surprised there. I figured she was going to win, but still, good match, though. Still good match. For the time that it had, pretty good match. Alrighty. This next match, we're going to go right into the first of 3 championship matches that happened on this card. Alrighty. We had the Future of Stardom Championship defended as the champ from God's Eye. Hina defended against Cosmic Angels Sayaka Kurara. For Sayaka Kurara has been quite busy lately, just recently having a match on Sendai Girls where she came up short against Manami, but she's been staying busy. This match lasted 13 minutes 23 seconds, so decent amount of time for this being the match to start off the main card. But both ladies look good. Definitely back and forth. Sayaka Kurara looked really strong, especially considering, you know, she won this year's Cinderella tournament. But, you know, this was a good back and forth match. And, you know, she even hit the Tokimeki Spear, but it wasn't enough to put away Hina. Good back and forth match. But Hina would pick up the victory after hitting the Mad Splash off the top turnbuckle. So, Hina, still your Future of Stardom champion. And, you know, pretty big statement victory over this year's Cinderella tournament winner. So, congrats to Hina on retaining. That was good. All right, let's go to our next match. Here we go. Okay, this was a special singles match where the winner would get the remaining spot in the 5-star Grand Prix Blue Stars A block. It came down to Akira Kuragane from Mi Vida Loca versus Yuria Hime from Stars. Well, official, unofficial Stars. So, for the most part, typically Akira Kuragane would get the best of Yuria Hime. Now, this wasn't a long match. Just right about at the 7-minute mark. Could have been longer, but yeah. But I have to say, I was very impressed with the finish. I did not expect this type of finish. But Yuria Hime got a submission victory over Akira Kuragane. She had like a leg scissors and also was pulling the arms of Akira Kuragane at the same time, like stretching her. She kind of bridged back as she stretched her with her legs wrapped around Akira's head. That was a very interesting submission, but it made her give up. And therefore, Yuria Hime is your winner, and she takes the open spot in the Blue Stars A of this year's 5-star Grand Prix. So she's going to be entering her first 5-star Grand Prix. So congrats to Yuria Hime. I originally picked Akira Kuragane to win, but looks like it's Yuria Hime's time now. So we'll see how she does in the 5-star Grand Prix. It's not going to be easy, but she earned the opportunity, so ganbatte. Anyway, let's go to our next match. Alrighty. Here we go. Alrighty, next up, we had more continuation of the showdown between Neo Genesis and Mi Vida Loca. in the form of a 6-woman tag match, a trios match. We had Neo Genesis made up of Miyu Amasaki, Mei Seira, and Azumi. And they took on Mi Vida Loca, made up of Rina Yamashita, Bozilla, and the leader, Suzu Suzuki. This match was a little over 8.5 minutes. Wish it could have been longer, but I mean, I felt like for the most part it was pretty straight to the point. I mean, both teams went back and forth. Mei Seira and Suzu definitely went at it back and forth. Bozilla and Azumi definitely went at it back and forth. So I mean, you know, there was some great moments there, some great exchanges between the key members from both sides. But overall, it was a very nasty double super kick transition to tombstone pile driver combo that Mi Vida Loca hit on Miyu Amasaki. Bozilla with the pin. 1, 2, 3. Mi Vida Loca, your winners. And, you know, Bozilla afterwards taunted Azumi because remember, coming up this week, she has a shot at the NJPW Strong Women's Championship, which is currently held by Azumi. So, Mi Vida Loca with some momentum going into that. So, we'll see if Bozilla can follow up after that victory and win a championship. We shall see. All right, let's go to the next matchup. Had a lot of tag team action on this show. Next up, we had the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. Your teams. We had the Stardom New Blood Tag Team Champions, Ricer Bread, that's Hanako and Waka Tsukiyama. We had Fukuoka Double Crazy of Hazuki and Koguma. We had from Cosmic Angels, Sakura Dima, that's Aya Sakura and Yuna Mizumori. And we had from God's Eye, the Reiwa Tokyo Towers, made up of Lady C and my girl, Ami Sore. So, while I liked and enjoyed all 4 teams in this match was too short. Only 7 minutes, 45 seconds. This match was too short. This should have at least been like 12, 13 minutes. Yeah, this match was too short. So I really couldn't enjoy it as much as I really wanted to, but I really loved the double torture rack, the double Argentine backbreaker that Ami Sore did. That was phenomenal. She pretty much had, I believe she had Aya Sakura and Yuna Mizumori in that double Argentine backbreaker. And of course, at the same time, Lady C had the double abdominal stretch on FWC. I believe it was on FWC. But that was my favorite spot of the whole match with Ami Sore. And speaking of Ami Sore got the pin as she was able to roll up Koguma for the 3 count. Reiwa Tokyo Towers of God's Eye wins the Fatal 4-Way tag match. I can dig it. Not who I originally picked, but hey, I'm all for it. I am all for it. So congratulations to Lady C and Ami Sore on that big Fatal 4-Way tag team match victory. Good stuff. Alrighty, let's go into our next match. We had another 8-woman tag match. And I'm not sure why it's not letting me zoom this in. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, that was weird. Okay. So, one more 8-woman tag match. Team number 1, we have the team of Kikyo Furusawa, who's unaffiliated, teaming up with the members of Stars. That's Momokogo and Wingori. That's Hanan and Sayaida. And they took on Hate. Hate made up of Momo Watanabe, Konami, Ruaka, and the leader, Natsuko Tora. A very chaotic, action-packed match, of course, you know, went outside the ring. But there was a lot of chair bowling, as expected when you're going up against Hate. But, I mean, it was pretty back and forth. I felt like, for the most part, it seemed like Hate was pretty dominant. But, I have to say, the finish I did not expect. I honestly thought Hate was going to win this match. I felt like they had the advantage. But Hanan pinned Ruaka with the 17 to give her and her team the victory. So, that was big for Stars and Kikyo. And that gives them some momentum going into, of course, they're going to be defending the Goddess of Stardom tag titles against BMI 2000. You know, that's Ruaka and Natsuko Tora. So they got a little bit of momentum as they get ready for that match, which should be in a couple of days. I believe that's also going to be at Korakuen Hall, so keep an eye on that. Okay. Now we got 2 title matches remaining. Let's jump right on in. Next up. All right. We have the Wonder of Stardom Championship on the line as the champion, Starlight Kid, defended against challenger from Cosmic Angel, Saori Aino. Now, if you ask me, I felt like this was the match of the whole card. I felt like this was the best match of the whole card. Match went 21 minutes, 38 seconds, so good amount of time. Very intense, very much back and forth between both of these ladies. I know Saori Aino was kind of ducking Starlight Kid's challenge for a while, and then she eventually accepted. And the match was excellent. The match was really excellent. Both ladies really pulled out all the stops. And then something happened that I honestly did not think was going to happen. But you know what? I am actually proud of Starlight Kid for pulling this off. That's right. She made Saori Aino tap out to the Black Tiger leg killer. Hey. That's what Saori Aino gets for ducking her and talking smack. Even went as far as making her tap out. I'm just saying. When was the last time anybody saw Saori Aino tap out? I'm just saying. A ginormous statement victory for Starlight Kid. Still your Wonder of Stardom champion. And honestly, she's looking to be on a roll. Which, let me see. This is her... That was her... let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... That was her 5th successful defense. So... she's on a roll. I'm just saying. She's on a roll. I think it's time to start taking Starlight Kid seriously. I'm just saying. For those that haven't been, I might want to start taking her seriously. Anyway, let's go on to the main event of Stardom Sapporo Rendezvous 2025. All right. We had the World of Stardom Championship on the line. As the champion, the Phoenix Queen of Hate, Saya Kamitani, defending against the resident fairy of Cosmic Angels, Natsupoi, who just recently celebrated her 30th birthday. Match was almost 25 minutes. Pretty decent match. Definitely Poi in the main event. Kind of rare for her, but definitely made best use of it, I felt. Now, here's the thing. I mean, she still put up a really good fight, but to keep it real, y'all, Natsupoi's not red belt ready. I'm sorry. She's not red belt ready. I'm not saying that Natsupoi can't get there, but she's not World of Stardom champion ready yet. I mean, come on. This woman lost the high-speed title on her third defense and lost the Wonder of Stardom championship on her third defense. Nah, she's not red belt ready yet, y'all. She's not red belt ready yet. Do I think she'll eventually get there? Sure, but she's not there yet, y'all. Let's be honest with ourselves. Y'all can't honestly see Natsupoi as World of Stardom champion, as the face of the company, as the top wrestler of the company. Come on now. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. I know there are a lot of Natsupoi fans. I'm a Natsupoi fan. I would love to meet Natsupoi. But she's not red belt ready, y'all. Hate to say it. Sorry, not sorry. But she's not red belt ready yet. Do I think she'll get there? I think she'll eventually get there. I have high hopes for her because I like her. But she's not there yet. She's not there yet. But great effort against Saya Kamitani. Saya put her away with a Star Crusher, a spinning Star Crusher. Pinned her for the 3 count. Saya Kamitani, still your World of Stardom champion. And see, even the thing with Saya, let's see, that was her 4th defense. That was her 4th defense. So, I mean, they're increasing little by little. But yeah, she's that makes it her 4th defense now. But overall, this show was alright. But I wouldn't say that it was better than Summer Sun Princess, to be honest with you. I wouldn't say that it's better than Summer Sun Princess. Which, by the way, I totally forgot to mention that Yuki Kamifuku did English commentary for a match at that show as well. So, shout out to her. But, so with that being said and done, now we're just pretty much the road to, well, I mean, the 5-star Grand Prix is pretty much right around the corner. They just have the Korakuen Hall show to get through. And TJPW's getting ready to start the Tokyo Princess Cup 12. Marigold is getting ready to start the Dreamstar Grand Prix coming up. So yeah, it's quite a lot to look forward to and get ready for. What I will probably do for one of the future videos, now that we have our final participant for the 5-star Grand Prix, the time will come to start looking at the official opening matchups. Definitely want to look at the official opening matchups. Give my predictions there. And then I also want to do the same thing for the Dream Star Grand Prix as well. I want to do that for the Dream Star Grand Prix as well. Or wait, actually I did that for the Dream Star Grand Prix. Yeah, I actually did that already. So I got to do that for the 5-star Grand Prix. My apologies. So much. There's so much. But yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting week, y'all. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. First off, let me know your thoughts on Kohaku winning the Catch the Wave 2025 tournament. How do y'all feel about Risa Sera's announcement? The starting of the promotion, new promotion combination of Prominence and Diana called Wrestle Bingo. And let me know what you thought on TJPW Summer Sun Princess 25 and Stardom Sapporo Rendezvous 2025. Did you see the shows? Did you like the shows? Which show did you like better? What were your favorite matches? Were your predictions right? Give me the works. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Now, I'm about to go pass out because I am tired, but this has been another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I am your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed day tomorrow, and I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Laters.